a technical difficulty there. It
Still,
was a minor hiccup. But we should be good to go.
not yet. One sec.
Oh, well, just mute yourself if you need to. Sorry,
Well,
I
no, I
already
mean,
started
like,
it.
I don't... Okay, there we go.
Okay, good. Yep, sorry about that, everybody. A little mishap there. But now we're back in action. I don't know what happened. My stream quality just, like, bogged down on my laptop. But we're good to go. Anyway, on to tonight's topic. Tonight, we are talking about our squads and our character lore. So, first, we are going to have Reigns. Tell us about yourself and what your position in the group is and kind of what you do here.
Alrighty. Well, my name's Paladin Reigns. I've been with the group for about a year. I had a brief 3-month absence, but then I came back just because, the group's too good to leave. And I'm now serving as the Marinos squad commander. So.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share?
Just if we want to get into the squad lore, I'm a pretty simple
We'll
guy.
save that for later.
Okay.
Okay. Well, quick and easy and do it complete. All right, Reclaimer, tell us about yourself.
Nice. Honored to have you guys. You both have been doing really well as squad leaders, actually. Been providing a lot of content to our guys. Appreciate that.
I don't need the inflated ego, sir. Thanks, though.
It's always worth putting
All
out
right.
there.
So, one thing that we do here at ABoS is we give our guys here, I believe for knights, it is Paladin and above, and for our scribes, I want to say it's either Proctor. Oh, you can't hear?
I can...
What can you not hear, Lightning? You might have to re-include your party audios.
We'll make sure that include your audio is checked, Flamer.
Because mine's included.
I don't think
I
so.
In the
hear
party,
just
yes.
fine.
But on
They're
the...
talking about for the stream, though. I guess not.
No, yep, can't hear you.
You know what? We'll make a compromise here. Since you're having audio connection issues, if you want to, next week for episode 4, we can dedicate that one to Wilson's Fury and your character lore.
Ooh, you get an entire episode yourself. We'll figure it out.
We can try it. I don't know how well it'll go over, but I mean, we're willing to. Okay, well, we'll play it by ear, If not, then we'll just... Sounds good. Alright, so, then let's start off with you, Reigns. We are just plagued with technical difficulties over here at Brotherhood Radios.
Those damn remnant right again, sir.
But,
Always.
yeah, Enclave hacks, that's what they are. So, let's do character lore. We will move from the left to the right, the left being Reigns, the right being all the way down to Reclaimer. So, Reigns, go ahead and tell us about your character lore.
Alrighty. Well, in my character lore, I was born in Alaska, and then I spent the first 4 years of my life out there, and then my family died in a car crash in Anchorage. So, kind of a sob story, but you know. Then I got shipped off to Montana with my grandparents, lived with them until 18, and then I went to the West Point Military Academy. From there, I joined the Air Cavalry, rose to the rank of Major, and went to Anchorage. And then after that, after Anchorage, we got recalled to DC, where we were like maintaining order, suppressing the civilians we fought to keep free, that type of thing. And then eventually we defected, took our vertebrates, flew away, that type of thing. And then we got contacted by Elder Maximum, who was doing his whole formation of the Brotherhood speech. And then we swore loyalty, and after that we touched down next to, I think it's Vault 96, right? The one with the cryo.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So we touched down around there. We didn't have enough weapons or supplies, so we went into cryostasis for, I believe, 25 years. And then my character, we woke up to Paladin Tagri. And she took us out of cryostasis. And then from there, we just started serving the Brotherhood. And within 6 months, I rose to the rank of Paladin. And then I participated in Operation Touchdown. Once Taggarty got cut off, me and my guys, we withdrew to Defiance. And then 6 months later, when the Scorch made a reappearance, then we were like the last unit to withdraw. And yeah, so my officers from the Air Cavalry are the Special Forces Unit Neptune, which is what we use for the stealth ops.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's always good to not hear from Neptune, if you catch my meaning, because they're so stealthy.
You make me sad, Snarky.
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Hey, there you are.
Hey, there I am. Alright, sweet.
Cool.
My head around too
Yes,
much.
I can hear you
it'll
on stream,
stay.
Cool. Right on.
Alright,
Alright,
sorry
sorry,
about
it's up
that,
to you.
everybody. We have Reclaimer here finally, just sharing his graceful audio with us.
Yep. Hopefully it'll stay that way.
Oh, that's right. We need you. Actually, you know what? We'll give yourself a little introduction since they couldn't hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. Knight Captain Reclaimer. Jesus, I keep saying Knight
You
Captain.
did it again!
Knight Commander. I am, as the name says, Commander of the Knights here at ABoS, and I am honored to be the Wilson Squad Lead.
Definitely
awesome.
glad to have you here,
Oh.
squad lead. You do a great job.
My pleasure.
And I look forward to later tonight talking about your beautiful squads. Lots of really good history there. Some of the stuff, Reigns and Reclaimer, you guys might not even know. I didn't know until a couple nights ago when I was talking with Skill and Snarky. And speaking of Snarky, segue your character lore. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Well, my character lore is also kind of a sob story, much not similar to Rains's, but equal in
Your whole
sadness.
life is a sob story.
I know, man, I know. So, how it started off was with the Canadian annexation before the war. I was a part of a rebel group when I was actually pretty young. We were fighting off some American troops in the area. We found ourselves trapped in an alleyway in a heavy firefight. Most of my squad was taken out, other than me and my ex-CO, former CO. So they executed her, and that was basically a warning that if I didn't join them and pledge my fealty, that would get the same treatment. Then from there on, I was deployed to Anchorage. I was testing some prototype power armor and some prototype weapons at the time. I was actually deployed a couple times with Kodiak's Fury. Sorry, not Kodiak's Fury, Kodiak's Rage, which was one of our really old squads that got reactivated. But I wasn't really aware of who was in the squad because we were all wearing power armor and helmets, and yeah. So, moving on, after the war in Anchorage, I was redeployed as security in Vault 76. From there, I found a Vault Tech representative, and he was inquiring about my past in the military. So he asked if I was a doctor, and not wanting to actually admit to anything, I kind of just grinned and said, "Sure, I helped people." But once the vault opened, I found myself in a survival situation I was not expecting, what with the Scorched and all the other mutants in the area. Eventually I made it down to Fort Defiance and uploaded a message to the Brotherhood of Steel network, and that's when Proctor Quinlan received that message, and then a team was sent out to Fort Defiance to recover me. And then that's when I started my career as a Knight of the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel.
Very cool. It's fun hearing, we go through our Discord and we go through the channel and we read it, but it's a lot cooler to kind of hear the person who wrote it kind of talk you through it.
Yeah.
Right.
The Wasteland breeds
As-
some quite questionable people, that's for sure.
Your guys' lore is so nice.
As courtesy, as the host, I will go last. So, skipping over myself, let's go on and head over to skill.
I'd rather not.
Oh, you don't want to talk about your lore?
No, I gotta bring it up again because it
I got
was
you, one
written
second.
3 years ago.
I'll be here. Check our messages.
Mine is like the most basic of all of the character lores. I got it right here. I can see the post. Stop yelling at me. But let's see, a little refresher. Put my readers on here,
You're telling me you don't remember from memory something you wrote 3 years ago?
No,
I mean,
sorry.
my whole bit was definitely not from memory. Don't give me that much credit.
For shame. For shame.
So basically, before the war, I was a lieutenant in the U.S. Army. I did classified recon missions, specializing in guerrilla-style attack deployments in China. And I also specialized in like power armor mods, maintenance for the T-51s, and T-45s in the early stages of the war. Then because of my military experience, I got selected for Vault 76 because, they just wanted the best in there, obviously.
Of course.
And after the war, I came out of the vault and basically just started tinkering again. Climbed out of the rubble and started messing with shit. And I got really good at it. Gathered a lot of materials and supplies and made a lot of nice weapons. Lots of sets of power armor. And when I was out on a parts run, I came across Proctor Quinlan and Elder Dracosan, and they talked me into joining up with them and helping stop the Scorched. And this was before I even knew about integrity or any of that. And,
Because you and Drax
Yeah,
served
so
with each other during the war.
huh?
You and Drax served with each other during the war, right?
No. Not according to my character lore.
Okay.
That's his lore. I can't remember it anymore. I can't remember his. But
One day we'll go into all the guys who aren't currently serving at the ABoS and we'll go over their lore.
yeah, my lore isn't really canon as far as the group is concerned. doesn't really make sense. I do. I really do. I've been meaning to rewrite my character lore and just polish it up a bit, but
It's been a
you
while
guys are so
since, yeah.
creative. I admire it about you guys. You guys are so creative with that stuff that like it blows my mind. I don't have
Flatterer.
that. I'm jealous.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to throw in
No,
there, Skill?
no. Like I said, my lore's basic AF.
We'll help you. Don't worry.
Some of our stories are more developed in our feats over the wasteland rather than our backstories.
So, do you know what I told? Because Drac even questioned me about it when I gave it to him. I'm like, he asked me, "You sure you don't want to put anything more in?" And I said, "No mystique, big mistake." I like to shroud myself in mystery.
Story. All right, Chop. You're up on the chopping block.
I get it. Chopper, are you sharing audio?
Big
can't hear you on
naughty if you're
stream.
not.
I'm not. There we go. Is that better? Can everyone hear me?
Now we can't.
There you go. You're
Boy,
good now.
we're
Go ahead. Sorry, restart.
the technical
Alright.
difficulty tonight.
That was my bad. That was a
Everyone needs to
stupid
include their audio. That's the point of the podcast.
one. I love including my audio. It's my favorite.
Including? Yeah, everybody should include.
All right, at least my audio's
Anyway.
included, and you could hear that, right?
Like I said, I wasn't born in the vault. I don't quite know where I was born. I don't know who my dad was. Don't know who my brother was. That my mom said I had it. But I do know that we lived in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, I believe it is. And I was 10 whenever I was separated. I remember how there was a storm the night before. Stream was picking up, and I fell in. I don't remember how, but I just remember falling in, hitting my head, and then I woke up on some shore, and there was this amusement park. It had this cat mascot, right? I don't quite know anything about it, but while I was there were these like mean-looking people, like they killed people and stuff like that, and they thought I was someone else, and so they kind of just let me alone. And so I was walking around, and of course I lived there for about, I'd say about 13 years. And of course I'm growing up, I'm starting to live a little bit of a raider life with the rest of them. There was a plague going around during the time, but none of us were worried about it. And eventually, I remember walking out and meeting this guy. He's a really great guy. I couldn't bring myself to kill him. I think I was up near Charleston. I think I was exploring Hornwright Industries because I was needing some more resources for the group. And, he was struggling. And I started getting tired of my way of life. I wanted something new. So me and him started traveling together. Looking back, I think his name was Shoot. Something.
I remember him. Yep.
It was Shoot. All right,
Former Paladin ship.
absolutely. But we were roaming the wasteland for a little while, and both of us, we're making a bit of a living, living off the land, and we find this one guy named Allie, and of course we all know good old Allie,
Well, of course.
and
Wish he'd be here today.
we bring him with us. We're doing all these great adventures, but I remember getting injured somehow. I don't quite remember the injury. It was a while ago, like 3 years ago. And we needed medical attention. And we found this person, a scribe, and he patched me up. And from there, we asked more about where he was from. And he told us that he was from this group called the Brotherhood of Steel and what they were all about. And so we were like, well, free food, free bed, free shelter. We're in. So we all get up here. And I've been here for about 3 years.
Been a good long 3 years, and glad to have you. Always.
Absolutely.
Another cool thing to bring up is a lot of us guys, came up into the group, whether that being, joining around the same time or just getting to know each other, but like some name drops in there. We'll include each other in our lore, and that can either just reflect the friendship that people have or even, joining the group at the same time. There's something cool to think about.
Yeah, I always think it's cool when people reference each other in their stories. I mean, some of us joined a little too early on, so it's a bit difficult, but no, it's really cool when it happens. I like it.
Any closing statements?
That's
Oh,
what I
sorry,
got
didn't mean to
so
cut you
far. I mean,
Well, there you go. You just included them.
I mean,
on
that's what
record.
I got so far. That's subject to change.
Oh, of course. We're always looking forward to when you submit your official lore.
Yeah, I'm sure you've all been waiting a while for that.
Oh, yeah. 3 years, in fact. I'm just-
Don't feel bad, Chopper.
And a
I've
pal.
been needing to rewrite mine for 3 years. I haven't gotten around to it, so to be fair.
We'll do it together.
No, we won't. I'll probably
Absolutely.
never rewrite it.
Oh, yeah.
Have one of us rewrite it for him.
I mean, that's the ideal. Actually, I think I should make that the next night mission.
Write down my new lore.
Write my new character lore and make it good.
I mean, I'm always willing to help. You just got to give me something to work off of, something that
I
you're
know.
passionate about. I would love to write it for you.
I'm not gonna make anybody write it for me. I'll write it myself someday.
Okay, well,
Hey,
I can write it for you, and then you can change some words around.
it takes a whole village, they say, and by
I
golly,
know.
you're the child.
Yep.
All right, Reclaimer. I know you don't have one yet, but what do you got brewing? Kind of tell us what you're steaming on.
Yeah, I can.
No, I can't hear you again.
That sucks.
No.
You can't hear you at all. I can hear you, Reclaimer.
In the party.
Mm-mm.
Not this time.
Not this time.
I have it pulled up right now on my phone. Here, say something, Reclaimer. Nah, there's nothing.
Well,
Try
it was good to hear your
other
interview in the
including-
first bit.
and try and like just flip it on and then flip it off.
Maybe try wiggling it.
Struggle is real.
No, we won't.
We'll keep this on.
How about now?
Beautiful sound, nonetheless.
Okay, I think you guys can hear me now, right?
We heard that.
Yes. Yes.
So they can hear him in the stream.
Yes, I can hear you now, Reclaimer.
All right. Everybody can hear me in the stream now too.
That's funny.
If I don't move my head, I think the audio will stay as it is.
That's easy.
I told you not to move your head at first. I wasn't even.
Foolish.
I was serious.
Honestly, foolish.
Honestly,
But-
I call me old-fashioned, but I'm still against knights being allowed to move their head at all to begin with. So
Right? At least just ask for permission first.
Well, not all of us can be right, Skill. Some of us have to be wrong.
well,
All right, so I'm all clear, right?
yeah.
Should be.
Pray. All right. So my character's lore, as far as it goes, went to Norwich Academy in the great state of Vermont. Went there for 4 years, got my business management degree. Joined the army right after as a second lieutenant. Was in the military police corps. Went to deployed to Anchorage to in the specialized in VIP security, so guarding General Constantine Chase. After that battle, civil unrest came about, with the threat of nuclear annihilation and all. And went to near to Appalachia, did some security in the capital, saw the worst of People's Revolution. Then the bombs fell. All military units sort of dispersed, either went with the Enclave or went their separate ways. I definitely went my separate way. The Enclave was just a pretty shady group.
Victorium to that.
Travels, absolutely. Victorium. Along my way, surviving in the wasteland, I met many groups, all of which usually fell apart over self-interest and egos, but just kept on going until I came here. I found you guys during a recruitment drive you guys were having, and I've been here for 4 months now. So that's as what I got.
That's pretty good.
Did you just come up with that, or was that something you've been working on for a while?
Nope, that is something I just made up.
Nice, nice. I like it.
Shit, not
Just
bad at all.
Out of curiosity, Reclaimer, who recruited you?
It was two of you. It was two of you guys. I think Vault started.
That explains a lot.
His what was it? Your microphone wasn't working, so Skill took over.
No, it's
that explains
definitely the
even
other
more.
way around.
Was it the other way
I
around?
don't
All
know.
right, all right.
No, well, I remember because I always make the joke that I train everybody's recruits. I think if you go into the recruitment log, I think I have recruited by Skill, trained by Vault. It's an on-running joke, but it's the sad truth that I train all of our recruits at some point.
Not all. Jerk face.
Almost all. It's what it feels like these days.
Well, if you didn't train anyone, what else would you do around here?
Whatever I've been doing this whole time.
Which is
He runs a radio station. Give him credit.
yeah, he just plays shuffle. He just hits
Yeah.
shuffle.
I didn't give myself the job.
Like the ads and everything, it's all on shuffle.
It's actually always the same ad.
Did my Fallout crash? Apparently.
Let me
We
know
can still
when you're
hear you,
back
though.
here, and I'll open up the door for you if you want to. If not, you don't have to be in the room. But if you want to be in here, I'll let you.
Oh, there's a
I just
naked
got
lady
recalled
on
to
stream.
Atlas. Nobody freak out.
All right. I'll give you guys the option here. I technically have two character lures. I have the original and I have the extended cut. So what do you guys want to hear?
The whole thing.
I want the cut to be extended.
I want both of them.
Well,
I want
I have
director's cut.
Okay.
Full director's
So
cut.
like, I will
Excuse
be
me.
summarizing 4 pages of character lore for you guys. So, yeah, like I went hard into the paint. I don't know if Snarky, do you remember when I was going through and like I did all the math for like my characters' ages throughout events?
Yeah, no, that's impressive. I kind of just put together my character's age. You'd be around 46, 48, somewhere around there. But
Mine is at 56.
I need to
is
include
what I
that in my
put
lore.
here.
That's good.
So,
You definitely put a lot of
Let's see.
detail into your lore because you actually made like a whole note file for it, essentially.
yeah, so I have here. My character's name is David Martinez. His birth date was April 18th, 2050. Current age is 56. And age markers, so I was 18 in the year 2068, 2075, I was 24, and I was 27 when the bombs dropped. I was a native Appalachian, or Appalachian, what you would call yourself. It's weird. I know you all get canceled by native Appalachians
Oh yeah,
for like mispronouncing it, so forgive me, please.
it's kind of like the French and bonjour.
Yeah. And but yeah, David Martinez is my character's name, close to my real name. But he got the nickname Vault from his friends and colleague because he worked at Vault Tech University in Morgantown, in West Virginia. I studied human biology and how the bodies would be affected inside of the vaults. So all of what extended life underground would be like, what the effects on human psychology, biology, that kind of stuff.
How much better it is than Wasteland life?
Yeah, there was a lot of trainings. On the day that the bombs fell, I was lucky enough to be over at Vault 94 for final inspections. So I was there up until they reopened the vault on October 23rd in 2078. That's when they started sending out all of the people to kind of investigate the area. I believe they were called ambassadors of the wasteland. So that's what happened there at 94. After that happened, I went back to Morgantown University and I set up a makeshift clinic there. And while I was doing that, the responders had taken up Morgantown at some point and all that, and I joined up with them. But after the responders fell in 2093, dyslexia moment, I went ahead and they all either died or ran out of Appalachia, so I continued helping everybody with my medical skills until Elder Skill at the time found me and took me under his wing and showed me the ways of the Brother to Steel, where I helped set up effective ways to keep medical supplies stocked, and through that I made some friends, helped build up the Scribe Corps, and did a whole bunch of other stuff. But that's the basic gist of it without me going into all the other pages.
No, I know your service to the scribes has definitely been appreciated. And even to the Paladin Corps, and you've risen up both sides of the ranks. So,
So, fun
Twice the
fact,
effort.
or funny you bringing that up. So the reason that like in game, like lore wise, that I retired. Real life stuff happened, so I had to retire. But I kind of made a reason for that, like in game. So I eventually met up with. Actually, you know what? It's been so long that I have to go through and look.
While we're waiting, chat, if you have any questions for any of our members of the podcast, go ahead and let us know.
No questions about mine, please.
I'm not the audience.
So here, this is the reason why. So this is what I made up with. It doesn't really like tie in with the actual like in game, but the reason was I had. So here's my sad story to make everything real sad, since everybody else has to have really sad stories in a tragic way. So mine's really sad. I apologize, but I had a wife, and
Keyword
her
had.
name was Vera. You had, and we originally were slated to not open, to go into Vault 76, but obviously the bombs fell earlier than anybody expected. So she made it to 76. I was stuck in 94, and once I found out that the 76 had opened, I hightailed it and put in a leave of absence, and spent the last of her 6 months. She got diagnosed with cancer in the vault, so I laid her to rest, and then soon after re-enlisted into the ABoS. So just, making sure I have a sad story in there.
Well, definitely adds more character to character lore, that's for sure. What we've all gone through up to this point.
I think it's really fun. I like Fallout and like this group. I think I'll speak for all of us here. Like when we were at ops and stuff, it's a really fun way to express your creativeness. Because the way I look at ops and stuff, it's like you basically write out a short story essay, and then you figure out how to bring that short story essay to life.
Mm-hmm.
So it really challenges you to be creative.
Oh yeah, it's an ever-evolving script that we always have to work with, but so far I think we've done a really good job with it. I don't know. I've always been interested in adding to it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Does anybody have any finishing statements they want to have with our character lores?
I'm all good here.
I do in the Discord. If any of our members are listening, I have the extended version. Snarky posted it for me. If you can't find it, I'll make sure to shoot it to you. But it's a really cool read. Not to toot my own horn, but I told you.
No, I would have to. I would. Hey, just because it's shorter doesn't mean you can't get the job done with it.
It's all about the motion of the ocean and the size of the boat. Okay, Skill, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, of course.
Cool, okay. Since it's kind of fucked with me not seeing you on there, and I forgot that you crashed.
No, I've just been kind of quiet on this one just because character lore is not something I can... Yeah. Mine sucks.
With this topic, the squad lore, you'll be able to help out, so I will let Reigns and Reclaimer respectively talk about their squads, but you can you and Snarky can fill in on the background of that, because squads have had they've had a history in our group.
Oh yeah, they've been an ever-evolving
ups
thing.
And downs. I can remember conversations of, are we going to keep going with the squad thing, to holy shit, our squads are doing so great, what are we going to do?
And then back to, are we going to get rid of the squads? It's been a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a wild ride.
But it's always fun, because the moment that we think shit's going to go downhill, they just blow up in our faces in greatness, and then we're like, oh my god, how could we ever doubt the Fallout gods?
We do actually have a question in chat for Skill. Falcon's asking, do you still love us?
Of course. Absolutely. Each and every one of your beautiful faces.
Okay. I'm glad
your handsome voices.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
What handsome.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Okay. So I am going to shout out somebody really quick here. The person who did a huge amount of helping with putting the squad lores to paper is Paladin Falcon.
Fucking A.
When he like around him first joining in the middle of his tenure, I'd say he came up with. So we already had the lore written out and stuff, but he put it to paper, and much like he did with our new logo that he made for us, he made these sheets that had the character lore. He came up with so in game we use the berets for our squads. So Reigns, you can see his. I'll actually kind of zoom in since
I can
control
hear
it.
him blushing right now.
Right?
Exactly,
I know.
love it. Moreno's has the birds. In our discords we have birds for them. They're eagles, not birds, but just bear with me. Reclaimer has the swords for Wilson's Fury, and that's represented in the Discord as well. And then it's not really a squad, we just have it because we can. But Tagrity's Thunder, which is higher ranking members and or distinguished members that are in that squad.
More
Not
like the
very
successors of Tagrity herself and her squad.
Man, I don't know
Pretty
who the
much.
guy with the cowboy
In our
hat is,
honor.
but he's mega mad sexy.
Oh, and this guy,
Feel the
former Wilson's Fury squad lead here too, wearing a cowboy hat now.
Absolutely. I've always wore a cowboy hat, even whenever I was squad lead. Anytime they tell me to take it off, I refuse to speak English.
That's part of being successful as a squad leader is when you actually are able to find a good match to pass it off to, carry the torch.
Speaking of carrying off torches, this is something that I did not start. This is something that Tom started. Reclaimer, did I ever give you the Blade of Wilson's by chance?
Nope.
No.
I have to stand up for a second. I will be right back.
Oh my
Is there a
God.
stash
Are-
box in here by
Shoot, I
chance?
pressed the button too. No.
Are we gonna have like a
Oh,
live
man,
ceremony?
Get it. I gotta. Oh my goodness,
This is a live ceremony.
This is about to be emotional.
Absolutely.
Get your tissues, everyone.
And we have it
Reclaimer
on
can
cam.
go ahead
I'm
and get
gonna-
up on the table. This is important.
Everyone's
I'm gonna
standing
put
up,
down
someone
the
stand
really
up.
special stash box.
I guess we're all
I
standing.
do
It's,
not
it's a
have
party
it.
now.
I will literally cry. I know I have it. Tom, if
This
you're
wasn't
watching,
scheduled,
please.
everybody. This is live.
This is live.
I've already been squad lead for
Right there
what,
it
like,
is.
like a month now, but
Oh my God. Do we have
I
like
can't
any
believe I
sound
forgot
effects when
this.
he opens the chest? Like it's gonna be like Zelda.
There it
This
is.
here
there it is. Yeah.
is the Blade of Wilson's. Look at it in all of its glory.
Oh no, wait. I think I have something for this occasion.
I
Reclaimer,
can't get back into your studio.
I'll let you in.
you swear, solemnly swear, that you will uphold the values of Wilson's Fury, and always and forever make it the best squad in the group.
Absolutely.
Then I give you the Blade of Wilson's. Suck it up, Reigns.
Woo! Fireworks.
At Victorium Reclaimer. Congratulations.
Thank you. I've already been the squad lead for the past months now.
I know, but
But-
now you got
Well, now
fancy
it's
sword to prove
official.
it.
now it's now
Skill, where
just
are
now
you
it's
in here? I got
official.
the door
Now
open.
it's official. It
Oh,
wasn't
great.
We'll
before.
wait for you, Skill. I'll play the
Live
bass.
ceremony, yes. Could have been Falcons. Falcon, do you still have your Blade of Wilson's by
Swafford?
chance? No, you're listening.
Why didn't I get that Swafford sword? I was
Oh,
last
I didn't mean to place.
squad leader.
Oh,
so
it's all kind of falling apart now. I didn't expect a live ceremony to.
That's okay.
Skill,
That's,
you better hurry
that's
up
nice.
and get here if you want
So,
in. I got the door.
better
open.
start
I don't know
Yeah,
where
it-
I don't know where you are.
I want you to hang
Snarky,
that
go-
over
go
your
fetch
briefing
him.
room, by the way, Reclaimer.
Alright.
Don't you dare go and scrap that.
No,
Falcon
no.
has
All right.
his.
Yeah, I was
While
gonna say he
Snarky
better
is
have his. If he
fetching
friggin' lost
the
it.
elder. Let's have Reigns. I think I said earlier we'll do your squad first. Give us the squad lore and the load go down? Marino's Revenge. Yeah, it's up to you. Tell me what you want to hear, or tell me what you want us to hear. Yep. Brains, just a moment. Lightning says that he cannot hear you. And would you scream if that is true? Go. Scream if that is true. Go. Nope, we cannot hear you.
No.
What the fuck is going on?
Loser, baby.
Try unchecking it, checking it again. Have you tried wiggling it? Oh, I see. It usually does the trick for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's included again. Can you hear me now?
Yep. Oh, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Thank you guys for letting us know when people you can't or cannot hear them. I don't know what's going on. I hope that for a long time that you could hear it. If not, roll with the bloopers, baby. This is live. So
That's
I will
unfortunate.
scream in my pillow tonight while I'm sleeping. So
I'm doing that right now.
All right.
Ah,
You guys ready for take 2?
Electric Boogaloo.
All right. Here's the character or the squad lore for Johnny Marino. All right. So before the Great War, Corporal Johnny Marino served in Taggarty's Thunder, an elite United States Army Ranger unit, as the unit's communications specialist. After the bombs dropped, he continued to follow the unit's leader, Elizabeth Taggarty. Marino was responsible for monitoring communications, looking for survivors of any kind, especially military ones. He happened upon Roger Maxson, broadcasting to Appalachia via satellite and looking for anyone alive in the region. This chance encounter led to the foundation of the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel. Marino would eventually attain the Brotherhood rank of Knight. Within the Brotherhood, Marino remained as a communications specialist, participating in field recovery expeditions. On one of these expeditions, he found Tex Rogers, who volunteered for the Thunder. Marino was involved in the fortification of and restoration of power at Grafton Dam, with assistance from Grant McNamara. No idea how to say that.
Close enough.
He was then assigned as field commander of the outpost at the dam, tasked with holding the passages through the Savage Divide to the Mire and ensuring a link between Harper's Ferry. He got on well with people, but as a communications operator, he lacked command experience. As the situation with the Supermans became worse in the Savage Divide, he was relieved of his command and replaced by Esposito. Time for page 2. After the emergency scorched beasts, Marino and the rest of the Appalachian Brotherhood made it their mission to eliminate them, culminating in Operation Touchdown in early 2095. The mission to destroy what was thought to be their main nest in the glass cavern. Marino was tasked with maintaining a connection to Fort Defiance, relaying intel as the team reached the coordinates provided by Grant. I'm not even saying that anymore.
Grant's fine.
It was then
Mr.
assigned
McNamara.
he was then assigned as field commander of the outpost at the dam, tasked with holding the passage. What the? Well, Falcon, I think you messed this up, bud. I mean, we just found this out almost a
Read
year
it word
later.
for word.
All right, as you wish. It will be done. He was then assigned as field commander of the outpost of the dam, tasked with holding the Savage Divide to the mire. La 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 la. Same thing. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to fix that because it's just a repeat. Damn it, Falcon. You know what, bud? There's been 4 squad moves
Maybe you
before
should
me.
write
You
your
have noticed
own
this.
squad lore reigns instead of expecting a Wilson's
I
XO to
already
do it.
did, Chopper. I already did.
This sounds like a
Swafford
personal
judgment.
problem. To the ladies and gentlemen in the chat who do not know, Wilson's Fury is better than Moreno's, and I'm not saying that because I was the former
No,
ex-CM.
no, it
I'll
isn't.
I'll shut
XO
down the
and CM.
rivalry because you guys forget that Tagrities exist.
Nuclear
Go ahead.
Right.
I'm
Rings,
sorry that-
continue.
See, I will
Wrong.
see that.
Exit the area at your earliest convenience.
Oh, can you
but
make
I
me a
think
door?
That's it for the squad lord for Marino's vault.
Leave him out there.
You didn't tell me you were in here. I was waiting for you.
Anyway,
That is
Johnny
fine.
Marino got
Swine.
shot. Long story short, then we named the squad after him. So, Marino's revenge. We've come back to haunt you.
Thank you. All right, now get in here.
Thank you.
Where was that nuke going, by the way? Is it a queen?
Sure. It's not on us. No
That's
one's
all
farming flux on us.
Hmm. All right. Reclaimer. Segue. Tell us about the Wilsons.
Ad Victorium. Reclaimer. We can't hear you.
God.
We
This
are
is rough.
suffering from success. I keep telling you.
Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. Something
Looks like
has
Chopper's
got
gonna
to
have
give.
to read it.
All right.
Where's
all
it
right.
at?
Can you everybody hear me now?
Yes, you
All right,
are
I
able
heard
to be heard
something.
now.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
Huzzah!
Thank God.
Huzzah!
We're back
indeed,
online.
Huzzah! Indeed. All right. As I was saying, Wilson's Fury, named after the great Ted Wilson. He was bearing the rank of sergeant before the bombs dropped. Afterwards, he joined up with Taggarty's Thunder. Eventually made it to the rank of senior knight. He fought valiantly alongside her for a long time. Then the Scorched Beasts came around. Taggarty launched her operation against the Scorched Beast, which unfortunately resulted in her the loss of her life and many good brothers and sisters along the way. Afterwards, Ted Wilson became the commander of the Brotherhood forces here in Appalachia. Pulled all available men and resources into the Cranberry Bog and to assist in the defense against the Scorched Beasts. All the AA batteries stationed around the Cranberry Bog was constantly manned, which unfortunately resulted in a failure to research any of the possible cures for the Scorched Beast plague. But in order to maintain that perimeter, all available personnel were needed in the defense. During his final days, Ted Wilson defended Fort Defiance. He pulled back all available troops and fought till the last man standing, never once backing down, never once stepping back from his ground. But unfortunately, saw his demise. But we have the squad now to forever remember him for what he did for not just Brotherhood, but for the Appalachia in its whole.
It's sad how many fallen brothers and sisters we've had throughout the Brotherhood.
It really is. It really
I wish
is.
they could be here nowadays to help us lead into the future.
If only. But now we have this all-new wave of people who can make their own history through the Wilson Squad. I'm honored to be able to lead it, but I would never be able to be that leader without the folks in the actual squad themselves. So really, shout out to everybody in the squad. Special thanks to Paladin Falcon, by the way, my XO, who just recently earned the gold gold squad service medal. So congrats to him.
Congratulations to you, Falcon. That's great. One of the
Let's
first
go,
medals we've
Falcon.
thrown out, actually.
But I'm very happy to be the squad lead. But again, I couldn't do it without the folks in the actual squad itself. So again, thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. Squads are only as strong as the weakest link in the chain.
Absolutely. Colin Powell's, I think it's 9th rule of leadership is share credit. And, I don't know where I would be without these guys.
Same goes for Marinos. Thanks, Ghost and Chris.
Yeah. You guys' service has always been recognized.
Thank you to everyone who puts work into the squads.
Absolutely.
Mwah.
I want to give another special thanks to Falcon for being my XO and for being just a wonderful human being.
For some people, it's hard to be a decent human being, so yeah, definitely kudos for being one.
Thank
Wouldn't you know,
Too
Snarky?
Snarky for being my XO when I was in Swafford's squad lead position in that dark time.
He was? Oh, man.
Do we need to talk about how Reigns was the squad lead of Swafford's and have him talk about that character?
Not anymore.
I
I mean,
Alright,
that
alright.
squad's
Take your names in your
deactivated,
squad.
so we can't mention
Just
that
thought I
while
should
we're
bring it up.
I
So,
laid
I mean-
Swafford's down to a graceful death. I patted it down and cradled it in its last moments
You
before
tucked it in its sand coffin.
I put it out of its
Oh, yeah,
did
got a
that.
nice
I
coffin.
did that too with the Silvas, but with a sledgehammer.
It was an adequate
I'm working
response.
on necromancy to bring it back. One day.
You're not, that ain't even gonna be enough.
Necromancy is always enough, sir.
You're gonna need a lot of parts.
for which
You know who
squads? For
Sauron is?
Swafford's or for the Silvas?
Turned it into ashes with the
No,
sledgehammer.
no, the
Silvas.
Silla's toast. Yeah, no.
I love toast, though.
AKA Tesla's Spark.
Shout Snarky.
Yeah, that was a time for sure.
The
Shut
original
up to
squad
Skull for being a
man.
high elder.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
I
no,
wish I
don't
could have
give
went
that
a little bit further with that squad, but unfortunately, times were a little different back then.
What were they all again? It was Taggarty's Thunder. Or, no, Kodiak's Rage was Taggarty's Thunder, right?
Before, yes.
In the
Because I
before
was
four
Draco's in
time.
the squad.
What was
and-
Moreno's?
Marinos.
Not sure Moreno's, but we had Warthog's Fury as well.
Warthog's Fury. That was one. That was Wilson. I
Yes.
believe.
Wilson's was always Wilson's.
Nope.
No.
Prove it wrong. Bring back
Warhawk's
the
Fury.
pictures. Send
That's
me the
that's what I was
screenshot.
talking about earlier with the fun facts.
That was like first year stuff.
A lot of the
Yeah.
squads have gone through deletion, renaming. I mean, it's a lot of fun history.
I can't remember what
Starkey,
Moreno's was,
myself, and
unfortunately.
Paradox. I think
Fun
are the
is
only
probably
three
not the right
left
word
that
to
actually
use.
were there for that.
At Victorium, sir.
At Victorium. But like,
Still can't remember
Yeah.
what Moreno's was, though. That's bothering me.
I can't either. I really.
I know we had
can't. I'm
Orca's
struggling.
Call as well, way back. but I
Orca's
don't think
Call,
that's what-
yeah. I think that was it. That
It could have
was
been.
Tesla's Spark. That was the 4.
No shit. There you go.
Orca's Call. What a goofy name
So
that
you
was.
guys had it all
Hey, man.
So
together
goofy.
animals then. So like the
I
Kodiak
bet you would-
bear, a warthog, and an orca.
Yep. And then we
And a
changed
Te-
it over
and
to
a
just
Tesla.
remembering our old members. And then a Tesla, yeah, because
Elon Musk was hitting
Actually,
the
I don't know.
stage.
That's so interesting.
I
They-
think it's because I had an idea for that squad back then where I was gonna outfit everybody with Tesla coils and see how it worked if we like fought in close quarters.
You mean
That was my
Moreno's
idea.
being the Lancer squad?
Lancer squad?
Mike?
Morinos
Mike.
will always be the unofficial crew of the Fearful. So she wouldn't be able to be maintained, in other words. Well, it's official as long as the squad leader wants to embrace it.
I mean, whether you embrace it or
Sounds
not,
good.
it happened.
Yep. Someone needs to swab the decks. Maintain the fusion reactor, or the new... Oh, it always has been.
Rest in peace to my boats, the Brotherhood Navy that never took off.
Feet first.
I'd just jump off cliffs.
Feet first.
Jumping out of the Fearful. Feet first in
Are
hell.
you an elderly like caregiver?
I mean, someone made me elderly.
Back in my day.
This all used to be orange groves, far as the eye can see.
Oh, chats. We have reached the chat Q&A. Give us some questions. I need to get a soundboard.
Reclaimer, we can't hear you.
Yep. I appreciate your service landing, always maintaining the Fearful's weapons when she has them.
I'm messing with your Reclaimer.
All right,
Always.
thank God. You know, you're scaring me now, Skill. Jeez.
I don't have the stream opened up, so I can't tell anyway.
Did you hear what Clemmer
I
just
got
said?
it open.
I have to. I'm
What's that,
going through
Starkey?
and checking through the.
Nothing.
Like I have to mute my mic and go through and check the stream every once in a while now. I'm gonna have to put that
Yeah.
in like the YouTube description. We know that the audio cut out. The universe hates us.
It's all Reclaimer's fault.
Disgustingly
I
complex.
keep having to lean into my PC speakers and like making sure I can distinguish voices.
I am the virus.
Honestly. Yeah, blame it on me at this point. Fuck.
All right.
Well,
All I know is my
I-
audio has been flawless, so I don't know
Hey.
what you guys are doing constantly.
Mine is
Sarky?
Stop moving your head.
flawless. Except for
Turkey, are
one
you
time.
Mhm, yes,
are you
sir.
drinking tonight?
Is that obvious?
What are you drinking?
I am drinking a Kraken and Coke.
A Kraken and Coke.
Mm-hmm. It's
wanna know
it's
what
a
I'm
kind of
drinking?
rum. It's probably something that's like 800%.
Having a bush latte.
Alright, definitely not
Latte.
800%.
Now, if
It's
I
not my
were
proudest moment, but
to drink alcohol, right, it would be tonight's beverage of choice is the Wee Mac from Sun King Brewery. If I was, of legal age.
Of course, yes.
That. Yeah, it was my.
I mean-
I drink a craft Coca-Cola beverage. That's what it was. Now, don't say it like that. That sounds even worse.
Yeah, that does not sound good. Pure, unfiltered, uncut Coke or Cola.
It's Peruvian. It's from the Peruvian plants.
you guys really just need to drink Bush for the farmers.
For the
For the
farm.
farmers.
I grow bush.
It's not great,
Jesus.
but it's cold.
Country boys make do.
I mean, I gotta use it up.
All right. Chat didn't give us any questions, which is fine. If you come up
What
with
the
any,
fuck?
feel free to throw them at them.
Okay.
Throw them at us.
They're being a little shy tonight.
fine. Let's I don't know. What are we all feeling as far as new content wise? We're getting a new scoreboard. They have released all of the tier rewards and the official art for it on their website.
Yep, Danger Island or something was it?
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
We got the Test Your Steel event, or Test Your Metal, my bad. Test Your Metal also dropping with that scoreboard.
We'll be testing.
What is
our
that
steel,
dropping?
June 14th. June 14th, I think,
Man.
right? 12th, 14th?
That's when the new scoreboard's dropping.
So a whole nother week and a half.
Yep.
And
Right.
that's when the
couldn't
new
come
scoreboard's
sooner.
dropping, if I may confirm.
I've been done with this
That's what it
scoreboard
is,
like
it's-
unintentionally for like 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
Well, when they first so. In my defense, all right, this is in my defense. When they first started doing these scoreboards, the original game plan was 10 weeks, which would bring it to at the beginning of the month. Like it'd be the first Tuesday of the month then. Like, well, that's just a happy side effect.
Right? That's what I keep saying.
Happy
He doesn't
side
get it.
effect.
I have yet to beat it, honestly. I've just...
Well, that's because I'm disappointed.
What rank am I at? I'm at rank...
What rank am I at? That's a good question.
Let's see right now. Oh,
As we
shoot,
all
I
know,
have
it's
to
all about
claim
me.
rank 97. Okay. This is live. Everybody
Ooh.
watching the stream is watching
you,
me get my
You
score.
still got work to do, man.
I got a
I'm at
whole-
rank 55.
Just buy that right now.
I don't. I have 4
Why buy
atoms
it?
to my name.
You got a week and a half to get 3 levels.
See, look, you
Two
see
dollars.
that bottom corner number right there? Look at how many atoms that is.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
have a
that's not
stream
enough.
we are not rolling deep with the atoms.
You got
You know
plenty
we're
of
rolling down
time.
the deep.
I'll get
My
it done.
homie.
Probably in the next day or two.
Does anybody know when they're ever gonna come out with the Brotherhood Atomic Shop stuff again?
That is
Never.
luck of the draw. So what do you
Yeah.
mean for like Brotherhood stuff?
Everything, man. Like the camp building kits, or just the bundles in general
So
would be
the
awesome.
The retirement bundle's still up there. Not
Yeah.
sponsored.
You can buy that with actual cash through the Xbox store.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh,
I want a
you mean
flag.
this one?
I don't have any
Oh,
flags. I want the flag back.
So that, all the backpack and the flag and the special helmet and the Pip-Boy skin were event exclusives.
Community event.
Community, that's right. Kind of like they did with Steel Dawn. But they brought some of the Steel Dawn stuff back, so probably in the next year. Yeah, so in the next year you'll see
I'm
it.
personally fine with just having legacy content.
Oh, you would be.
Of course. I am.
Hey, now...
Well,
some-
you know what they say about the other code.
Some speculation. Now we're going deep into the speculation,
Right.
but for the past 2 months, on the 12th, they've released the pint-sized slasher and the general's outfit in the atomic shop. So, some other guys
So you
that
ain't
I'm
gonna
in
get
the
shit.
circle with on the 12th, we're thinking either the next one is going to be the Elder Battle Coat or the what is it? The Mechanist outfit. So.
Not
Well,
even.
they've
not
they've,
even
they've
teasing Volt.
released- Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry. Not even teasing. I hope you do get the Elder Battle Code, because
I'm buying
know
it
they
for
say if you
myself
don't have
and
it.
fucking Allie. We're both getting that coat. And if you say, I swear to God, right now on live television, oh, it's like a fucking who was it? Conan, not Conan O'Brien. The other guy was like, "Fuck it, we'll do it live." What was his name? Oh God,
I know who you're talking about.
Scales, you gotta know. You're old. So are you starting?
What?
The guy who says, "Fuck it, we'll do it live." He said it like on a TV show of his. It was like a talk show.
You're not talking about
No
like Andy
idea.
Richter. He doesn't say that, does he? Because that's like the co-host for Conan O'Brien,
No, fuck, I gotta look it up now.
or was.
Do,
Back when I watched it.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Yeah, it was like a. It wasn't on purpose.
Honestly, I don't think anybody can.
Wednesday 13. No, never mind. No. That's not the right guy. What the hell is his name? Richard Dawkins?
Bill O'Reilly. That's who it is. Fuck.
Uh,
Bill O'Reilly
Close enough.
said that. It's an old kid. So, funny story. My mom bought my dad a shirt that said that. And I scolded my mother on buying my dad a shirt that had a cuss word on it. Because it said, fuck it, we'll do it live. And I was so distraught that my mom would buy that for him. Because it was just.
Believe you've
so
been writing that
inappropriate.
this whole time.
Movie.
Oh, here you guys can see the names we have. The blank ones are for our guests today, because I'm just
Oh,
simple, I
jeez.
guess. But see for Chopper. Allie isn't here, but that would be it for Allie. We got.
My seat keeps on kicking
I don't
me
know
out
why
of it.
Skill is in Allie's chair, but okay. Snarky's chair, and then Reigns is in Skill's chair. So we're all just condensed. You know what? We'll do it live.
Yep.
Here's my
I would prefer
my
if you
mug
did.
collection.
Art, Brains, I have a question for you. Are in the Paladin locker room? Are the showers broken?
It's a
Oh,
constant
that's smart,
just
man.
The
For those showers,
sound
Public
of towel
bath,
whipping.
you mean?
Do you just like keep your socks on during that?
You don't have your bath in like your swim trunks? Is that just me?
Oh,
Speaking of camps,
What? I'd feel awkward if I was fully
here's a
naked,
question
I mean.
that I got for the squad leads. I know that Reigns, you have a thing that's like your squad community, and not just the squad, but a majority of group members have been moving into what was it called again?
I think it was a Savage Divide at first, but we're moving more towards. I think it's also within the Savage Divide actually, but it's in a different spot.
Are you
Do you,
are you talking about?
do you remember where that was? The new Swafford sites? Mm-hmm. Brains, I can't hear you.
Well, that was yeah.
Hello?
these
Can you hear me
audio
now?
issues.
God.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Swear to
Thank
God
you.
if you can't hear me. Okay. All right. As I was saying, so yeah, we have an area like southeast of Huntersville that we call Swafford's Heights / Fort Swafford, and it was like the squad area for one of our deactivated squads, which was called Swafford's Judgment, and it's named for the deceased Paladin Swafford, who
I think it had a different name before Swafford's Judgment, didn't it?
Well, here we go. Get strapped in. Yeah, it was called Swafford's Shield, but we changed it to Swafford's Judgment.
We
Yeah.
don't need to get into that now.
Yep, yeah.
We're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
For
We're gonna
obvious
keep it
reasons.
Twitch
For
friendly.
obvious
I'm just
reasons.
saying. I'm just saying. Snark
Vol,
is the one who
fuck
brought
it,
it up.
let's do it live.
No, we're not doing that live. If you want to keep this live stream of ours podcast show going,
All I'm saying
we'll
is
keep it.
you can blame Snarky for that. Anyway.
It had a weird acronym and a weird icon. That's all we're gonna say.
Anyway, yeah, so after my 3-month absence, I came back to that area, and then we all started just migrating. And then we found out with the recent update that those settlers are plopping a giant house on that crater. So we were going to move to the east of Relay Tower, ELB 102, north of Johnson's Acre. And then I believe Command Council and Taggy's Thunder now has a new command post southeast of the Sparse Sundew Grove, so that's cool.
That's true. We're trying to
I
get a
know
good
that,
foothold in the Cranberry Bog.
Way back in the day, whenever a squad leader named Tom was squad lead, we all moved into this place named Defiance Heights. It was like the hill just above Atlas. they actually moved into my spot because I'm original and no one else is. So,
It wasn't Atlas.
like,
It
I
was
was set up.
Defiance.
Did I not say
You
Defiance?
said Atlas, but it's okay. We knew what you meant.
That's my bad. That is
Imagine
my
Well,
bad.
you know, Chopper, all that property got condemned. We had to name it
Hey.
Swafford's Heights just to console you.
Hey,
Hmm.
my spot, original. Your spot, trash. I mean,
I think I was
Anyway,
actually
moving
up there
on.
before you guys. Not gonna lie.
Hey, Reigns, Reigns, we're moving on. Okay, let's keep this
As you
professional.
wish.
Let's keep this professional.
No, you.
Anyway, that what I was trying to get at is, Reclaimer. Do you have any big plans for like squad grouping together, or just gonna let everybody do their own thing? Reclaimer, we can't hear you. Did you say something, Reclaimer?
What is going on? Why is the fucking
Alright.
audio cutting out, people? This is beyond pissing me off.
Make sure
Because it doesn't like special guest fault.
Holy
That's all it
shit,
is.
it
It
really
just doesn't
does.
like this.
Well, dude, our antenna is lightning just wielding a golf club on top of the silo. So
All right, we can
Dang
take
it,
it now.
like,
Reclaimer, that's great.
every time-
Glad-
There's some thunder going off in the distance whenever it starts going down. He's starting to get a little scared up there.
So what was that? What were your plans for squad?
So,
well-
as I was saying, again, we've relocated the Wilson's HQ just above what is it, Thunder Mountain Power Station. So I'm trying to push folks to build their bases around there. We also have I've launched the Wilson's Crusade around that in the mire to clear it out. This is to try and limit the amount of enemies that are around there. Also to clear some good spaces for folks to put their houses down. We've been experiencing some resistance, but it's been cleared up pretty quickly. Nothing too bad.
That's one thing I like to add with all these squad, how we say bases. It is cool how we incorporate like an actual strategic element, like Fort Swafford's guarding the Devil's Pass, keeping all the scorched out from Foundation, and now we've secured a power plant in the wire. So yeah, that's cool.
It's good to have bases everywhere. We need it in our fight against the abominations.
Yeah, Victorian.
Yeah, I really like
Yeah,
it whenever
Victoria.
the whole squad moves in together. It leaves for a very, very nice bonding sesh.
I would
I'll move
also
in
like
up
to
there
point
here
out-
soon because I need to instate terrains that I am not in his squad. So, despite
yeah,
the fact that my
I'm
base
just gonna
is there.
screenshot Chopper and Reclaimer's bases on Swafford's Heights real quick.
Did you say something, Reigns? Because my
Yes, I
base
did.
right.
You'll see that in photo gallery later, so you're probably...
I will not. I will be totally oblivious to what you're talking
We also
about.
record this for YouTube.
Oh, we do. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, he's lying right now. He's full of it.
As his camp deactivates.
As my camp deactivates. Reclaimer,
Ninja fan.
turn yours off.
That's not even my base.
It
It's
is,
not your
though.
base?
It's right there, monorail elevator. Just west.
As I was saying, but getting back on track, yeah, it is just really cool to have a base, with your squad. It definitely brings things closer together. And
For sure.
I wanted to know if there was one for Wilson's. So, Reigns, you could go ahead and say that my spot's available.
I'll be moving there momentarily.
Yeah, you were just fanboying over it whenever I moved in.
Hey man, not everyone gets their own personal, like, World War I style trench, okay? With a radio.
If only I could show it. It's now appearing on your screen now. It's not. I'm lying.
All right. I feel like we've had really good conversations tonight. Besides when people can hear our conversations.
Mm-hmm.
When people's audio is included, of course. Yeah,
Hey,
it gets pretty
Paladin,
good.
we'll never guess what the chat's saying.
I am in the chat right now, so you can't even try me.
Oh, I was about to prank you.
Prank him, John.
Hit you with an epic prank.
I can't help but feel that some of our members of the podcast have their attention elsewhere, though. Maybe they've been writing something, and they could have been giving their output.
How'd you know? I'm working on my 4th and 5th pages of character lore right now. You're
I was
welcome.
calling out skill.
But
Yeah,
I
but
paid
saved them.
attention. I paid attention. I
Unless-
just, you know,
any
you're
of
dead
us-
to me,
We
sir.
got Gollum down there on the floor,
Who
hanging
are you
out.
calling Gollum?
There we are.
Oh, I thought you were making fun of my plushies. I was
Hello.
about to yell at you.
No.
My
No,
beautiful
it's
plushies.
Snarky Smeagol back there.
Snarky Smeagol.
But we don't have
That's a
any
little
else
Smeagol.
more topics on tonight's slate, so unless anybody else can think of what we want to talk about, we can go ahead and put this one down to rest and
So
start playing the next.
I got one thing.
All right.
It's a rough draft.
Let's
Oh.
go. That night
I
mission's
literally
done, I
just
guess.
rewrote my character lore.
Oh, what a surprise!
Well, it's here.
That night mission finally paid off, didn't it, Skill?
You ever go were you ever in school and an essays due and you just sit in the class and write it out while the teacher's collecting everybody else's?
Oh, yes. Many times.
Absolutely.
Just in your mind, just, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Basically.
I've done
Like,
that at least
This
5
looks like
times.
this was pretty. This looks like this was pretty hastily written. Their student skill.
I've
Are you
never
sure you
done
want to
that
hand
before.
this in?
I'm an overachiever, so I usually have it like
You know,
a week in
I
advance.
actually,
We know.
considering I wrote that up in 15 minutes, I think I did pretty good.
Yeah. No,
Let's
I
read
would
it.
have to agree since I've read it.
Reddit? Yeah, sure. We'll call it Red It. For sure.
Yeah, it's
Not
not
sponsored.
read it. It's we readed it.
We read.
Read it.
So you gonna share it with us, Skill, or what?
No, I just wanted to tell you guys that I wrote it. I don't want to share it with you.
Oh my
Did
God.
you want me to share it?
I'm so excited here.
I
I
was
would.
ready
I would
to
love
read
to
it.
narrate it for you, sir.
Go ahead,
Narrate it.
Snarky. Narrate it
Alright.
for me.
So
It's
this is
bad.
the. This is
Here we
the
go.
rough
War of
draft.
High Elder skill that was just posted to meme today.
It's a rough draft.
Make sure to add in all the spelling mistakes.
Do not forget that.
It looks pretty good so far. Actually, we'll get to it. Growing up, Skill always had a passion for service and belief in freedom and justice. Once 18, he immediately joined the army to serve his country and protect the innocent. He had been on many deployments around the world, including China and Anchorage. After many uneventful missions of handing out medical supplies and food, he found himself in the fight of his life. Terrorists decided to ambush the supply depot from which he and his squads had been handing out supplies to the civilians. They cut through his brothers in what felt like in a lifetime of battle, but it only took 2 seconds. He and another squad mates, his sergeant took command. Together, the two of them managed to fend off an attack, killing 27 enemy units. That engagement always haunted Skill. The civilian losses were high.
Sounds like something you would do, Snarky.
I'm not finished! After surviving his wounds, which was a gunshot to the soldier and a stab wound in the side and the back shoulder blade, he got up more determined than ever to protect the people better. He trained and he fought hard. What is that?
It's not gone to the stream, is it?
It most likely is.
He was then recruited by Special Ops. He then saw a long-term deployment to China for recon and tactical sabotage.
We're claiming.
Speaking of tactical sabotage,
I wrote this in 15 minutes. Fuck off.
When he returned home for what he believed was a 2-week
I'm
leave,
deleting it.
he was approached by the government and
Here we go.
volunteered to become a resident
I
within
absolutely hate
76. He spent many years within the vault as security personnel, as well as a good handyman to help maintain the infrastructure of the vault. After years within the vault, his taste for violence subsided, and his mechanical side took over. While tending for himself, he developed many useful gadgets and technology to help the vault. While he was out testing his new T60 calibrated shocks, which were still in an experimental phase at the time, he encountered many Scorch Beasts and Scorch attacking Camp Venture. Equipped with his T60 and his trusty two-shot explosive dragon and his AASS-1S Grognak axe. I'm sure everyone else who's more inclined with credit will understand what that is. He charged the enemy and defeated them with his Grognak axe, killing 3 Scorched Bravos and just 22 regular Scorched, saving Camp Venture and the ABoS
Can I hire
from
you to
defeat.
narrate my life?
I don't think so, but I'm doing it anyway.
You make it
I'm like
almost
almost
seem
done, so I may
interesting.
as well finish. In the aftermath, the Brotherhood asked him to join, which he eagerly accepted once hearing of their ideals and mission statement. Rising through the ranks and providing supplies for the Brotherhood over the years, he has now earned the honor of being High Elder of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Appalachian Brotherhood still.
Were you narrating?
Keep in mind it's a
Advertorium,
rough
sir.
draft. Fuck off.
No matter how good the story is, I'm glad to have followed you all these years. Advertorium, sir.
Still. May I just say, that is way better than what you previously had. Ad Victorium.
That's what I'm saying.
Bad at that stuff.
And you say you can't
No, it was good.
write any stories.
He wrote that during this podcast. That kind of... There's a reason why they call you Skill.
Most impressive.
Don't fucking give him any.
Ah.
He'll be just as bad as you, Snark.
You know, I don't know why, but can we get a zoom on the fact that me and Reclaimer are holding hands?
Reclaimer now.
Excuse me? Reclaimer?
I don't really much like
Is
that.
this true?
It's serious.
I don't
Probably.
know.
You know fraternization with the enemy is legal.
I'm just kind of hurt right now. That's all.
I don't see it yet.
Yeah,
Me and
you should at
Reclaimer,
least be
like
holding hands
Reclaimer,
with
you
me
and I
after
are
that
touching
graceful
each other.
narration
We're almost
that I definitely
holding
didn't
hands.
botch. So, chat, any questions before we start closing this off? Because we're at about...
This is your chance to make fun of my member lore.
You want to know how I got these scars? Kind of my other podcast.
Considering some of the other member lores that I've had to approve, that one was actually quite grounded, and it was good. I liked it.
Splice my
It
D.
needs a lot
certain-
of work.
Gosh.
Certain
There's nowhere
genetically
for me to sit
modified
without holding someone
Shower
else's
me
hand.
nameless. I think he was a leopard or a cheetah. No, something about changing spots. I don't know.
Hey, Snarky,
Well, you know what they say they never do. What?
I just want to point out that before you said give you like just a little bit to work with. There you go.
Yeah, that was enough to
Chop
work
chop.
with.
Improve upon
It's-
it, Snarky.
It's done. What do I have to add?
You
to that?
have
That's
until
great.
dawn.
You have,
have to write
you have
one
until
more
this
pages.
podcast ends to edit it. Hey, I wrote it during this podcast. All you have to do is edit it.
Here's my mess. Now fix it.
Chop chop.
Yes, sir.
Stop praying back there.
What'd you say, Reigns?
I'll take a whiskey.
All
Hey,
right,
did you not hear my origin story?
See, Skill, I'm gonna call you on this and actually post this in member lore, and then we'll see who's laughing.
Call your boy.
I'll delete it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I
Let
don't
me ask
see
you a
any
question.
questions.
Did you say something, Reigns? You said you
Oh,
wanted
I'm
to ask me a
gonna
question.
ask Chopper a question if that's good with you.
Sure. No, I'm
Yeah.
serious.
All right, Chopper. You say you're from Point Pleasant.
Yes.
You also say that your mom lived out there
We
with
both
a
lived
bunch
out
of
there.
cultists.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of those people have I killed personally?
It began long ago on the battlefields of the Great War. 2 German scientists sought to harness dark and mysterious forces buried for centuries.
That's enough of that.
Sorry.
Chopper.
All
Oh,
I'm saying is, you might want to talk to your mom because there's been at least 4 assaults on that town in the past week, headed by me.
well,
So,
I don't know anybody. I was 10 whenever I lived there, so I
oh,
can't really
thank
say
God.
that.
Did in your lore, were you ever like part cheetah, part human?
I actually was. Not part cheetah though. I was part. I had a
There's a callback for
Mothman wing.
everyone.
I had a
I already
Mothman
referenced
fragment
it.
that I kind of ate. So
Oh,
for about an
Well, that
hour,
explains
I
a
was
lot.
part Mothman until I threw it up.
Maybe we should give him a scan vault
Fever
after
dream.
this.
I was 10, so I mean, I also, dude, we ate some weird stuff in Point Pleasant. They made, but I will say though, their Mothman omelets.
Some
Not
funky
bad.
jazz cabbage.
funky jazz cabbage.
Listen, all I'm saying is, it is my choice to be here. I do not have to sit here and listen to you people ridicule the fact that I used to be part of the cult. I mean, that the cult was that I used to live near the cult.
You better stop yourself before you say something
I
you'll
think
regret.
we're all just waiting for the moment where you denounce that cult and finally submit to the
Did
authority
you
of the
say
Brotherhood of
something
Steel.
snarky? I
Chopper.
couldn't help but notice.
Hey,
I think you need to lay off the electric lettuce.
Well,
Snarky,
What-
I have a contingency
well, the thing is,
plan.
we're experiencing an op right now. The
devil's
people in the
green.
chat might or might not know. I don't know. I don't know who they are, but I mean, yeah, we're going through an op right now. This is gonna be the final part coming up soon. I'm just getting everything that I want to happen ready to go, and some interesting stuff's gonna happen.
Are we finally going to reverse the genetic deterioration of your cheetah DNA?
We're gonna. Well, I mean, if
I
we
thought it
really
was
want
a
to get
leopard.
into it, if we want to
Same
get
difference.
into what I actually
cheetah.
am, back whenever the story of the 4 riders, I know some people in the chat don't know, but everyone in this party knows about the story of the 4 riders and how I acted there. And I'm sure no one
Yeah.
would want to relive that.
But it was a fun op, but some of
Hey,
it,
wait a
there were-
second.
there were rough parts.
I would do it
Kind
again
of
in a
like listening
heartbeat.
to my lore.
Took you long enough to freaking realize Snarky Smeagol. God damn.
I mean, I was busy doing other stuff.
Oh
on
no,
stream.
I gotta get out of the camera mode. Oh, I accidentally did the tilt. Oh,
Oh no,
that felt so wrong.
it's gonna look like one of Buck's videos or pictures with a weird cant to it.
I
Robert,
love
just wanna
Buck,
let
you
but so I love Buck, but there was a time where we were shooting we got I think it was a 15-second time slot
Oh
for
yeah,
QuakeCon,
for QuakeCon, that was great. I love that.
and we had Buck and Drac both were like recording different like little videos for it and stuff, and we're just like kind of work with the best that we had. And Bucks, he did a nice job with it, but like he put a tilt on the camera that was like it was just off normal,
Who's an edgy cant?
and it was. I love Buck, but it was rough.
Did you
Happy
just
for
say
him,
fuck?
What was that?
It sounded like you said fuck, sir.
I
Instead of
said Buck.
Okay.
That's Buck. That's
Speaking
bucked
of
up
Buck.
of you even to suggest, but I love you, Buck.
Speaking of Buck, I feel like Reigns has not talked about Buck, his recruiter, enough. Reigns, is there anything about your character lore that has anything to do with Buck, or is it?
Maybe. But wait, actually, technically it does because Buck
It was his
played Haggerty in some of our ops, so
Mm-hmm.
All right, I
Paladin,
think that's
Haggerty.
a great time to put it into this beautiful podcast.
Oh, it's just getting going.
We start getting into this whole can of worms.
I'll let him chat. Rise up if
All
you
right,
wanted it to
before
keep
we
going.
conclude,
Rise up,
Rise up,
gamers.
chat. Let's go. Give
Alright,
the people
Is
what
there
they
anybody?
want.
Is anybody even watching?
Everybody's
Yes, there's
watching. We're so
That's why
popular.
we do it.
Chopper, just
How many
wanna let
people's
you know,
watching?
It's
You don't renounce the
people,
Mothman
I don't
but it's
ever know.
people.
I can't check.
There's
My,
a certain
click while
explosive
I talk.
pill in the
Don't
back of
worry
your
about
head.
the number.
Everyone
like-
in the chat,
There's
message if
like,
you're here.
There's
Alright,
people in it.
Closing
it's just lightning
statements
sitting,
while we
in-
got
sitting
this.
in there by himself.
Falcon even
That's what
says
it
so.
is.
This ends when we say so.
Too
My
bad
butt's
I'm the
starting to
one who
itch sitting
controls
here
us
so
all
long.
with my
Yeah.
Xbox.
Just
so
press to stop
mysterious.
recording.
Well, then I'm gonna start my own Twitch channel, and it's gonna have
So
You go ahead.
some
It's
sort of
Gonna have
gambling
the
game, and
hard-hitting
Guys.
questions.
you
it's gonna
guys,
have erotic dancers.
Erotic
Oh,
dance.
wow.
I'm looking at the audience right now. We don't have an audience.
Yeah, we do. We got
Choose.
Falcon and
Choose
we
an
got
audience.
Lightning. It's like we got 4 people. It's not about the numbers. It's about the experience.
No, what he was
I'm just-
talking
no, I'm
about
just-
in-game
Talking
Quality
out
of the
there.
Yeah,
audience.
I'm just looking at your like little studio here, and it is
Oh, my
empty.
studio. Oh, yeah. We don't talk about my
Yeah.
studio.
I feel like we need to be playing some smooth jazz in here as we're talking, because
Well,
otherwise
I
it
mean,
gets kind of
Cricket,
dry.
cricket, cricket.
If this thing picks up, you know, it starts getting. If we start actually getting good at it, we gotta
Getting
bring
jiggy
in
with
some
it?
musical guests.
That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying.
We'll
I
get
put
some.
it
We'll
in
get
the
some
Discord.
slow jazz going.
Like, hey, you know,
Unfortunately, fall is just
Enjoy
not too
musical
popular when
silence.
the most people have finished the scoreboard. So
You know what I
We
say,
have to wait.
Snarky? I say nay to what your mentality is.
I
I
mean,
feel like this
it
game's
shows.
interesting. You're just boring.
all right.
that's just me.
Oof. What the heck, Chopper? You're gonna
Did
get
you
a
say
bad
something,
note
Reigns?
under your pillow tonight, along with the detonator for something.
Hey,
Hey, you
guess what,
pick-
Chopper?
you
Your audio's
start
not
picking
included.
on my old
It was. I know it
CEO. I'm
is.
gonna throw a shoe at you, Reigns.
Reclaimer.
Shoot.
See me at the hot tubs after this.
Are you?
I'm gonna throw a
Reigns,
shoe
I'm not
at
the
you.
one who
That does
audio
not sound
didn't
like
get
a threat.
included.
Wow.
Oh, you want to go to the hot tubs? I'll towel whip you until the sun goes down.
I live
Don't-
down
that's a
Mount
threat.
Don't
Everest.
challenge
I
me.
will throw you off.
This is
Reigns,
violent. I
don't
feel like
let him
this is
in-
too
Don't
Don't let
violent.
him intimidate you. He's just flirting.
Unless you're getting flirty, I wouldn't do that again.
That's how I lost my eye, flirting with a Wendigo.
I thought it was a death claw.
That was the other time.
All right.
You lost your eye twice.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Oh boy.
I think we should. Let's talk about
Hey,
it.
Let's
we
talk about
almost-
how
I
you
gotta
got
go, guys. I gotta go. I love you all.
Oh, all right.
erotic
To be concluded,
Wendigo.
Chad.
That's my leaving
Let me
statement.
out.
Erotic
Let
Wendigo.
me out. Let me out.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Let me
tuning in. You guys have been great, and thank you as always for giving us this opportunity.
We can
At
film a
Victoria, we do all.
podcast
Thanks for
with the
viewing.
same-
Hope you have a good night.
Bye.
Talk
Good
about
night
my
to all, and
scars.
to all a good night. I'm looking
Have a
on